I want to punch Doug Fisher in the face. Doug Fisher had the worst attitude.
Well, you stop. He's
Oh,
a good guy. Dude, stop being mean.
if they say hi to you, they're not. How does that work? Like, you're
Uh,
even good to that fat ass Dan Rayfield.
no, I'm no threat to any of them. So no, I don't. I just don't care about it.
Dan
I'll
is
go to
a fat buck. I
Dan.
mean,
I know more of boxing than Dan Rayfield. I don't give a shit about Dan Rayfield. Dan Rayfield acts like a bigwig in the media room, but really he's only there because of his affiliation to ESPN. He's a nobody. He doesn't know boxing like some of these other guys that actually watch fights. Say, I know he likes posting, the fights I've been to and all this bullshit. That man asked questions about Pernell Whitaker's career. I'm sorry. I was like, are you fucking serious right now? You don't know Pernell Whitaker? Like, you might get me if you throw Tony Pep in there or, some dude in the early 1900s league.
so
Yeah,
you're
you might
saying
stunt.
Mario Lopez knows more about boxing.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the
Then-
dude didn't know Pernell Whitaker's career. He didn't know it. He had to be explained that he was wrong about Pernell Whitaker's career. That is not that far back. Your memory should be better than that. And I've heard him do the A and B thing. No, he's not as I think that's why he's not as on as many shows. You don't hear too many diehards going, "Oh, we hella need Dan Rayfield's insight." He's just so mind-boggling. No, he's not. There's other guys that can outshine him at a media table. Hey, fuck out, you're just
Yeah,
ESPN.
I hate to say it, but it's Steve Kim and Doug Fisher. And by the way, those guys can quote probably back to Joe Pep. Probably. And every
Yeah,
fighter in every
don't
division.
overshoot that.
I
Don't
mean, they're
overshoot
legit.
that, dude.
When you're talking legit nerds,
Dude, don't
those-
overshoot it. Don't overshoot it. They
Doug
got no.
Fisher, you and I both know this. Doug Fisher is a legit boxing nerd. Like, he's a boxing
I got nothing to
nerd.
say because I've been there. I've got nothing to say. I got nothing to say. I don't think. No, I don't
If
see
you
any
notice-
of.
wait, I'll give
None
you
of them are
inside
Burt
tip.
Sugar. None of them are historians.
Well, okay,
no,
yeah, but
no,
Burt
no,
Sugar
no.
is. Burt
These are
Sugar.
guys that got internet hits, Lee. They work the internet to get it in their favor, and everyone thinks they're bigwigs because they had a lot of hits. Doesn't mean they fucking hadn't have any idea of what it really is. I've been there. I'm not
So why do
tooting
you
any-
explain? How can you explain Will Trio?
I'm not tooting
Clearly,
anyone.
nobody goes to his website.
I have never tooted anyone's horn in the media room. I know politics run that media room more than anything else. It has nothing to do about what you know or are you
Well,
writing
based-
from the
based on
heart
the
or are you
emails
writing
that Andrew,
are you
based
writing
on the
from
emails
what
that I
some
read from
promoter told you?
No,
How many of these guys write articles to favor the PR guy that gave him the fighter interview? Get the fuck out of here. That's not a real story. You're fucking tooting some dude's horn because you got a one-on-one in a hotel room at the MGM Grand. That's all this is about.
I need another national radio show just so I can be douchey on a bigger level.
Nah.
No, that's my goal.
That's
my goal before the end of the year. I'm gonna put us
like
on
you
a bigger.
said before, Lee. They don't even need a media room. They really don't.
No, they don't. And I've explained this to media people.
The questions are pathetic, right? Everyone's
No. I mean, if you look at, okay, I'll give you an example. When you go to pound4pound.com, which is the way Will Trio likes it up the butt. I'm just saying, that's the way his wife does it to him. So, why can't I pick on Will Trio? It's fun.
No, man, that is not cool.
Yeah, it is. Nobody else is talking about Bill, and nobody's going to his website, so somebody's got to do something. All right.
So stupid.
If you look at the way they set it up for the Belfast fight, they were able to get press room, they were able to get transcripts after the fight, and they got photos. What do you need to go to the fight for? You got everything. You got everything. You got it when it happened because it was on social media as it happened. Now, if you want to go to the fight because you're a fan and that's the bonus, then be cool about it and go sit in the audience. And don't be a douchebag. You don't need your laptop. You don't need to bring 25 recording mics. Even when I go now, I take a Zoom recorder for maybe a comment if I run into somebody. But at the most, guys bring in their laptops like they're going to sit there and write. You're going to write later, dude. You are. The only reason I bring a laptop to a fight is so that Andrew and I can watch another fight on another channel at the time of the fight. And if you don't believe us,
right.
that's exactly what we did in Fresno.
The
we were
videos
watching
that
the PBC on my computer while we were watching boxing in Fresno.
The videos that you see that are put out by the PR people are the same videos that the media
Damn
guys
right.
are getting standing
Damn
right
right.
next to the PR guy.
Damn right.
Everybody's
Everybody's got their favorite
and
websites.
that's why all the media, Lee, they know that they're kind of puppets, so they play to that. You understand? That's why I turned into the gambling.
I'm gonna break it for everybody.
That's why.
All you gotta do. I'm gonna give a big shout out here. All Access Elite Boxing. All Access Elite Boxing. Everybody write it down. All Access Elite Boxing.
That's why I got put on the gambling side of the magazine, because I would not toot anyone's horn. They asked me to, and I said no. They asked me to change a story that I had written. I said no.
Why?
Because I don't do that. I'm not even a writer, right? I just did this to get into boxing. I was putting my thoughts onto the internet and sent them to a website. Website liked it.
Chris fixed everything, didn't she?
And everyone did.
Chris is the writer.
I've had so many editors in my life. But yes, Christina, was the first one, and then I've had many people that try to work with me. Even you've had people work with me, Lee.
Yeah.
So that's all this was about. I don't fluff anybody. I'm not looking for an extra seat. I'm not looking for, am I going to get an extra fucking plate so my lady can go to the fight too, or any of that. That's just not me. So they put me on the gambling side, because on that you can be real. You're just picking a winner and a loser, right? You can talk bad, you can talk good. So that's why I got stuck to that. But a lot of these other media guys, they know exactly what they are. All they are is to promote the fight. We don't want your opinions. We don't want you looking into any scandals. If you think there's something going fishy during fight week, better not bring it up, because your fucking credential might get pulled by Saturday, and now your whole trip to Vegas was for nothing. I have seen people standing outside the media room crying. I'm talking crying, Lee. Why are you crying? They pulled my credential.
FightNetRadio.com. You guys can also go to the page and start voting on what kind of music you want for the new intro. I'm thinking of redoing all the music at the beginning, at the end, maybe new bumpers, new clips. And then again, maybe I won't do it at all because I'm super lazy. Welcome to Fight Net Radio.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like that when I post something. I go, oh shit, I haven't posted in a few days. I better start doing that again.
All Access, and a big shout out to where Andrew and I cheat a lot, All Access Elite Fighting. Did I get it right? All Access Elite Boxing. We reuse their clips, their videos, their stuff more often than anybody else. They don't have a website. Near as I could tell, it's just a couple of guys who get clips and then put them on a feed, but they don't even have a website. I don't, and they've got a huge following on social media. So that's where we get our shit.
That probably gets them into fights now. I mean, seriously, De La Hoya, that's all they're doing is Facebook. So why would De La Hoya even care about anything else but Facebook hits?
Well, truthfully, based on the average age of a Facebook user, it's the right demographic.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Hey, Lee, I hardly go. I got like a few websites I go to, but I don't surf the web anymore. You know what I mean?
Have to. My Facebook feed will tell me everything.
Exactly.
Because you could set up Facebook like a news feed, which is how I have it set up.
Or you have some dickhead who wants to post the same story on 7 different chat rooms, right?
Well, you can turn those off, dude.
I get that, but then you're not getting your news. You just don't need one guy.
I don't want to read what other people write anyway. I've turned. The only reason I'm a member of those
I'm talking news, though. I'm
talking
news.
Well, okay, let me be a complete dick here for a minute. I am a member of all the boxing chat rooms. The only reason I am a member of all the boxing chat rooms is so that I can post our shit. I don't give a fuck about what anybody else has to say. I don't think anybody has an original take, an original voice. Like, they're regurgitating the news constantly.
Yes, they are. Yep.
I would kill. I understand why people listen to our show. It's because I'll act like a dick and say crazy shit. I get it. It's fun. It's different. Nobody does that. And when people try to do it, they come off faking and like they're creating drama where drama really isn't. That's cool. I mean, I've heard a couple of other shows, but it's not fun. Look, I'd listen to an Al Bernstein podcast But it's going to be fucking boring.
It's gonna be boring too. One, because we don't have the matchups to talk about right now. We got a lot of subpar matchmaking going on. We're talking about guys that that are 5-1, 7. Mikey Garcia's last 2 champions were probably 7-1 underdogs at the casino. Oh, his last one was 11-1, wasn't it? Like that 6 foot tall guy come on, this is bullshit. These aren't real fights to talk about. There used to be a time in boxing when we were talking about unifications, undisputeds, just great matches. You don't see it anymore.
There you go. There's an extra long show for you guys. You guys happy now? There was no intro at the beginning of the show. There are none of the regular commercials on this show. It's just 100% shooting the shit with you guys about boxing. And a new character that I guarantee will be a recurring character. If I've got to read transcripts or I've got to read articles, trust me, Myron, the boxing analyst, will be returning to this show. You guys should name that character. Like, you should have a name for him. Myron is probably pretty typical, but whatever you guys feel like, if you've made it this far in the show, go online and tell me what you want me to name our new boxing analyst. I'll call him Steve Kim, just because I think it's funny to say that every irritating boxing analyst is Steve Kim. And I wish that Steve Kim had a sense of humor, because he doesn't. That would be even funnier. Anything you'd like to end on this grandiose, epic-size show, Andrew?
Nope, I'm done ranting for today.